What's going on, y'all? Got another video here. Having my morning coffee and got a little time this morning. Thought I'd get this video out of the way. It's something I wanted to talk about and just discuss and kind of my thoughts and opinions on it, and also a good product to get for this topic. So anyways, but hope everybody's been good. So and hope everybody's healthy. But Marine X, if you guys aren't following his channel, definitely highly recommend going and following Marine X. Great channel, great guy, and has a lot of great content. And some of the videos, recent videos that he's done here, have been about multi-tools. And he did one video with, I think it was like 5 different Leatherman multi-tools that he had, and comparing them all. And then he also did a video talking about why to carry a multi-tool. He thinks every guy should carry one, and I have one on their EDC. And then he also did a video on some of the new Gerber multi-tools that they just came out with. But I kind of wanted to talk more about it and then show kind of the multi-tool that I recommend, as far as, I think is one of the better ones out there, and to me just hands down like the best multi-tool out there. But if you're gonna have a multi-tool, this would be the one you want to get. But as far as multi-tools go, like I used to always keep a little Leatherman squirt on my EDC, just to have those tools on me, which I used to use at work all the time, but I don't use it as much as I used to. And being that it was a squirt, it was good for small little jobs, small little tasks. If I needed a screwdriver or the pliers. But in all reality, it couldn't do a lot of the bigger jobs. So was it worth carrying? In a way. There was one time it did get us to have a pretty bad pinch when we were out on the boat, and that's the only multi-tool we had. It sucked, but it did get the job done. But anyways, it just wasn't really worth me having for my EDC. Now, when I'm in my work truck, I got all my tools in there that I need for work. I even have multi-tools in there, so I don't really need one on my EDC when I'm at work. If I was out of town, and if I wanted to bring one, definitely have one in my pack. I definitely want to do that. In my EDC pack, I always keep a Leatherman multi-tool in there, a bigger one, because I always had the squirt on me, but I still always had that Leatherman multi-tool in my EDC pack, which if I needed one, it'd be there. And then like in my get home bag, I have a multi-tool that I keep in there, and so on and so on. But as far as EDCs, I don't really think you need to have one, unless like Marine X, he does a lot of handyman work, a lot of building and stuff. So for him, it probably works out great having a multi-tool. But it all depends on your lifestyle as far as your EDC goes. Anyways, but if you're gonna get a multi-tool, the one I recommend is the Gerber Centerdrive. Now, I've talked about this before, and it's been out for a while now. It's been out for a long time. And you can go on YouTube and watch plenty of videos on this multi-tool. But to me, hands down, this is the best multi-tool you can get. Now, you're going to pay a little bit more. I mean, back when I got this like 3 years ago, it was like 90 bucks, I think. But now they're going for, I think, 120 now. I saw on Amazon. So they've gone up in value, but at the end of the day, this is a great multi-tool, and I'll show you why, some of the features on it. But it's put out by Gerber, and this one, these were made in the USA. One of the things I loved about this, all these tools on here, you can access with one hand. So, you got your pliers in the middle, and you got this lock, the button on here. And you can slide this up a little bit and then sling them out. You got your pliers, and then you just push the button and it brings them back down. But you don't have to, like they just came out with one sling. So that's an awesome feature that they have here. Being able to get these pliers out quick, and then also be able to use them one-handed. I believe it's spring assisted. Yeah, spring assisted. But to me that was a huge plus buying these. and then the one-hand capability. Now, a lot of guys that were, working, that needed a multi-tool on. I think there are a lot of guys that were in the military, and at the time when this came out, a lot of the guys that were, they loved this because you could use one hand to get your tools out, and then be working, and then one hand to put them away. So I know a lot of guys in the service loved them. At that time when it came out, and also just handyman stuff. I mean, if you need to have a multi-tool on you, or mechanic or whatever, it's great to have this. Now, I remember I had talked about this multi-tool, I think, before in the past, and there was a mechanic that commented on that video and said that him and all the other mechanics, they always laugh their asses off because they think multi-tools are a joke. Like, multi-tool ain't gonna do nothing. It's not the tool you need for the job, and da-da-da-da-da. If you're going to have tools, you have tools. Which I agree, to a certain extent. This is just for small tasks, applications where you need to have a tool real fast and you don't have anything on you, or if you're up on a ladder and you're working and you're doing some work up there, you need a screwdriver or something, whatever, pliers, wire cutters, boom, you got them. So, anyways, but that's why, it's great to have multi-tool. But some people do think they're worthless. So, anyways, but the other thing I loved about it was the knife on here. Now, and it does have a lock on it. Now, the great thing about this one, when this one came out, the Gerber Centerdrive had one of the longest blades, knives on their multi-tool. And this was a huge factor that I loved about it. Because most multi-tools, the knives on it aren't that long, and they're not that sharp. This is really sharp, and it cuts through paper. Shave the hairs off my arms with it. Yeah, she's shaving. And I was actually probably going to put it on the sharpener, just on the fine grit, just to kind of maybe smooth it, make it a little bit. But it cuts through paper, does really good. But anyways, a great blade with a great edge, and it's long. So that was a huge plus. And then also you got your lock here. You just push the lock down and the knife comes down. Everything's one-handed. That's a huge factor right there. Be able to get that blade out one-handed. And like I said, if you're up in a ladder and you need to get to a knife, you can access this with one hand. So now the Gerber multi-tool that Marine X had, the new one, one of the problems that was bad with that multi-tool was it was hard to get your tools out one-handed because you couldn't catch the thumb. They had a little thing on there, but it was so small you couldn't get it open, so you had to use two hands. With the Gerber Centerdrive, one hand all day. So another big factor also with the screwdriver. Great thing about the screwdriver, they had put this long extension on here, and it even has like a little bend into it and a little curve into it at the end. But this was really good as far as tightening down, unloosen. You could really get a lot of torque using this, and having that arm or that extension on there was a huge plus as far as the screwdriver went. And also one-handed access. Let's see if we can get this one. Make sure I can get it all one hand here. It's kind of an easier way. Oh, okay, so that's how I did that one. All right, so the screwdriver, you get it out and get done. Push down on the lock and then close it. So all one-handed. But huge plus on that screwdriver. You do have your other tools in here. It has a push button here like this lock. And anyways, you get your pliers out. And then you can get to your other tools, and then in here, you got your bottle opener, you got your little pry bar there, or in a nail puller, all in one bottle opener. And then to get it back in, you just push up on here, and then push it back in. You do got your file on here, your smooth and rough. You got a file, nice file too. I mean, nice long one. Really long file on. That's a big plus there. And then you do got your what do they call that, the awl. There it is. Get this bad boy out of there. Ooh, that joker's sharp. Oh yeah, she's sharp, man, she's sharp. Anyways, you got your what they call it, the awl, or whatever, the poke hole, the cut holes in. And that joker is sharp too. I mean, most of the time those things ain't that sharp. That one's really sharp. So you do get that in there, and then on the other side is where you have your bit, your flathead there. Got a nice little lock in there, and it locks in. But anyways, those are the other tools that are on there, and it does. It's got a little measuring. It does get a little tape, little measurements over here on this side to measure with, and just trying to remember, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. It's been I mean, I don't use this one that much. Just kind of checking it out here. I just see something else here. I just want. Okay, so that's with the pliers. Okay, but yeah, that's all the tools there. But yep, one-handed, spring-loaded, awesome freaking multi-tool. Now this one stays in my get-home bag. That's where I keep this. I did get the one that comes with the little case, so if I did want to run this on my belt and on my waist, I could. So I did get the case of this. But this is the one I keep in my get-home bag because in that situation, I definitely want to make sure I have a multi-tool on me. And my get-home bag is basically kind of my EDC pack out of town. And if something happened or, an emergency, I had to get home, that's the bag I'd be taking and has all the supplies I would need for a 72-hour period to get home. So, but anyways, definitely want to have a good multi-tool in that kit. And the Gerber Centerdrive was the one I wanted to have. So, and like I said, man, there's just so many key factors when this came out. At the time, Leatherman didn't have anything like this. And, it was hands down the best. To me, I still think it's the best. I've seen some of the new ones that have came out. Leatherman has a longer blade now on their multi-tools and stuff. They got one that's called the Leatherman Mutt, which a lot of guys like, a lot of people like for working on the ARs. They have a lot of tools on there for your rifle. So that's kind of a popular one there. But for me, for everyday tasks, for repairs, and tools that you need for everyday stuff, the Gerber Centerdrive. If I was going to carry a multi-tool and I only had one multi-tool, this would be the one I want to have. So but anyways, guys, just wanted to do videos showing the Gerber Centerdrive. Go check out the videos on YouTube, and if you want to watch it, just have the wire cutters there. That's a huge plus. I use those all the time at work. But anyways, if you're looking for a great multi-tool, definitely invest the money into the Gerber Centerdrive. I think it's going for like 120 bucks, 100 bucks on Amazon or whatever. But it's to me, if you're gonna have a multi-tool and you're gonna buy one, the sheath is made in China too. So the Gerber's made in the USA. It says made in the USA right there, but the damn sheath is made in China. Ain't that something? Jeez. Anyways, let's not get started on old chicka-chong Chinese stuff. I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's healthy. And I was just talking to some guys yesterday that I know, and some other gentlemen that I met, and we were just talking about everything going on in this country and what's going on with the border, the inflation that's going on, and the shortages and stuff going on, and we are really going through some bad times. Like it's been progressing, throughout the year, in the last couple years, at least I don't want to say couple because 2 years ago we were doing good until this whole thing hit with the pandemic. But anyways, now where we're at today, it's crazy. Things are it's terrible, and things are only getting worse. And if there was any time to be preparing, as far as prepping and preparedness goes, and I see a lot on the prepper channels, they're talking about kind of the 101, the basics to prepping, for all the new preppers and people that are getting into it, and they're really waking up and seeing how bad things are, and it's like are worried, and so they're getting into preparedness, which is great, because the more people that are prepared, the less problems that we will all have if something bad did happen, because if most people were ready, if we couldn't get food or whatever the case may be, people would be prepared for it and there wouldn't be chaos. But majority of people aren't, and that's why we have chaos, because they weren't ready for it. But the ones that are getting it, waking up, a lot of preppers are kind of going back through the basics and the 101 and all the videos they did years ago. They're bringing them back, to help the new people that are coming in. So, which is great. But if there's any time to be ready, now's the time. And now we're getting down to crunch time. We got the holidays coming. We'll see how that goes, but it's really going to be some, try to stay positive and cheerful during the holidays and all that good stuff and enjoy the family and everything. But at the same time, there's going to be a lot of things going on during these times that's going to make it rough. So anyways, but all we can do is pray. I always pray for the best and prepare for the worst. That's always my saying. And like me and the guys were talking about yesterday, 2022, try to get control of the House and the Senate, start turning things around, or at least stopping the problems and progressing, going the wrong way like we are. And hopefully we can stop that and then turn things around and then make it to 2024. But the way we're going right now in this country, with the people that are running this country now, the administration we have now, we ain't going to make it to 2024. This country will be in the ground and collapse by then. So anyways, but that's a whole nother video, another story when we get there. All right, y'all. I hope everybody's good. God bless. Keep praying and keep staying positive and keep being prepared and getting ready. And if you don't have a good multi-tool, like I said, I highly recommend the Gerber Centerdrive. Definitely look into it. And go check out Marine X. Marine X has got some great videos. He just did a new video on a duffel bag put out by a company called Nutsack. I knew I was going to laugh. Nutsack duffel bag. It was funny because he was like, yeah, I think this is the only time I could say nutsack and get away with it, being that's a duffel bag. That's what the company's name is. So anyways, but it looks like a great bag, great duffel bag. I recommend 3V Gear duffel bags that they have. They have different sizes. That's what I have in my preps. And as far as duffel bags go, and they're great, great bags. And 3V Gear, great company with a great price and great quality. So I highly recommend 3V Gear. That's my EDC pack, is 3V Gear. Plus my backpacking is the new 3V Gear Red Line series 50-liter backpack. That's what I got for backpacking. But that's who I recommend. But definitely go check out Marine X and the video that he did on the company Nutsack and the bags that they have. And if he's recommending it, I know it's good quality. And then go check out his multi-tool videos and the new Gerbers that they got and the Leathermans. But before you buy one, definitely check out the Centerdrive too. So compare the prices and see what you can afford and what your budget is. So, but anyways, guys, take care. God bless. Check out Black Scout. Don't forget about Black Scout. Great content, great gear, great channel and company. And check out his website. I'm actually going to see if he's got anything new on there, and if I need anything or whatever. But just kind of looking through things. But anyways, guys, happy holidays, happy Halloween to anybody that celebrates and all that good stuff. We will be doing some trick-or-treating with the kids and enjoying all the good Halloween stuff. We like Halloween. So but anyways, happy Halloween, and see you on the next one, y'all.